The greatest question ever asked may be, are we alone in this universe? Currently, we have never met any species from another planet, but sightings and reports of UFOs and aliens happen around the world. Today at Finance Spur, we'll learn about UFO sightings around the world. But before that, click that subscribe button for more videos about finance, technology, and business. One of the biggest UFO sightings involved 300 students and a teacher from Westall High School who reported seeing a flying object described as a gray saucer-shaped craft with a slight purple hue and about twice the size of a family car. The sighting was reported in broad daylight around 11 a.m. on April 6, 1966. According to the students, the object was descending and flew over the school and then disappeared behind a stand of trees, and reappearing 20 minutes later, sped up and departed towards the northwest. It was also reported that the object was being pursued by 5 unidentified aircraft. Although the newspaper The Age described it as an object, perhaps balloon, an unidentified flying object seen over the Clayton-Moorabbin area might be weather balloon. The Australian Weather Bureau did release a balloon at 8:30 a.m. and it was reported that wind was blowing towards the direction of the school. Another likely explanation is the UFO may be a possible high-bow, high-altitude balloon project used to monitor radiation levels after British nuclear tests at Maralinga, although it is still unconfirmed today whether the sighting happened or not. Now, sightings are not only commonly found on the ground, but also in the air. One iconic sighting was reported on June 24, 1947, in an incident known as the Mount Rainier Incident. It all started when pilot Kenneth Arnold was flying from Chehalis, Washington to Yakima, Washington to find a crashed Marine Corps C-46 that crashed near the mountain. While flying, he saw a bright light flash on one of his wings. While looking around, he noticed a chain of 9 unidentified flying objects approaching Mount Rainier. He described the objects as having a distinct outline against the snowy backdrop of the mountain. The UFO flew close to the mountaintops in a line, resembling a long chain. He compared their shape to flat, pie pan-like objects and noted that they were incredibly shiny, reflecting sunlight like mirrors. He estimated that the objects were flying at a considerable distance of approximately 20 to 25 miles away from his position. He also observed their movements for about 3 minutes as they weaved in and out of the mountain peaks, maintaining their formation. His sighting was reported to mark the beginning of the modern UFO era. It also gained wide media coverage and triggered a swarm of public interest in UFOs. Like all other sightings, this is still unproven, and the most likely explanation is that it could be P-80 aircraft from a Court Army airfield. Another famous UFO incident happened 1 month after Kenneth Arnold's sighting. This, however, is not a sighting, but rather a report of a UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico on July 1947. The incident initially began with reports of a crashed flying disc or flying saucer on a ranch owned by William Mack Brazel. The discovery caught the attention of the military, and the local Roswell Army airfield then issued a press release stating that they had recovered a crashed flying disc. However, within a day, the military issued another statement, retracting the initial claim and stating that the recovered object was in fact a weather balloon. The incident seemed to fade away from public attention for several decades until the late 1970s when UFO researchers and conspiracy theorists revived interest in the Roswell incident. Numerous theories and speculations emerged, reporting that the government had covered up the true nature of the crash and that it involved extraterrestrial spacecraft. Some eyewitnesses and individuals claiming to have classified information alleged the recovery of not only a crashed UFO but also the retrieval of alien bodies. Over the years, investigations and inquiries have been conducted into the Roswell incident, including official government inquiries such as the U.S. Air Force's The Roswell Report in the 90s. While these investigations concluded that the crash involved a top-secret balloon project, they failed to fully satisfy those who believe in the UFO theory. Speaking of the Air Force, There are also multiple incidents in which the US Air Force was involved. One of those is the Air Force disappearance in 1953, which occurred near the Canadian-US border. It involves the vanishing of an F-89C Scorpion and its two crew members, First Lieutenant Felix Moncla and Second Lieutenant Robert Wilson. The event happened when the United States Air Defense Command detected an unidentified bleep on their radar within the restricted airspace over Lake Superior. In response, the Air Force scrambled an F-89C Scorpion to investigate the blip. As the jet closed in on the unidentified object at a speed of 500 miles per hour, something eerie happened. The blips on the ground radar, representing the UFO and the jet, merged into one. Immediately after that, both the UFO and the jet disappeared from the ground control's radar, and despite extensive search efforts, no wreckage of the Scorpion jet or any trace of the two pilots was ever found. Another Air Force sighting happened on March 1996. According to a narrative, Sergeant Jonathan P. Lovett and Major William Cunningham of the U.S. Air Force were conducting debris search operations at the White Sands Missile Testing Ground near Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico. Everything was going well when Major Cunningham heard a piercing scream and rushed to assist Sergeant Lovett, believing he had been bitten by a venomous snake, common in the area. However, when Major Cunningham arrived at the scene, he was stunned to witness a shocking light. He saw long serpentine arms dragging Sergeant Lovett toward a hovering disc-like structure about 15 feet away from them. The serpentine arms were wrapped around Lovett's legs, forcibly pulling him towards the craft. In a state of speechless horror, Major Cunningham reportedly watched as Lovett was taken aboard the disc, which then vanished into the sky. Following the incident, Major Cunningham immediately called for help, and a search operation was ordered. However, 3 days later, Sergeant Lovett's body was found in the area where he had been taken. When the autopsy was revealed, Lovett's body was badly damaged, raising more questions than answers. It was also reported that this is part of a classified report known as Project Grudge Report 13. This report, supposedly spanning 600 pages, delves into the investigation of the incident. However, the US government has denied the existence of any such reports, and up to this day, the story remains a mystery and unsolved. Today, the United States military denies any claims of extraterrestrial life. However, the Pentagon released a series of videos in 2017 and 2018. These videos captured unidentified aerial phenomena encounters by US Navy pilots and were later made public through the efforts of various media outlets and organizations. Although this is not a claim that aliens exist, this sparked debates surrounding UFOs and prompts investigations. Whether UFOs and aliens exist, we would never know unless they reveal themselves. But did you know the word alien refers to being from different origins? Even humans can be aliens on another planet. Do you want to know how did Elon Musk plan the eventual SpaceX Mars mission? Or how about the capabilities of Tesla's most awaited Cybertruck? Check out our channel for more amazing videos about finance stories, new technologies, and business tips and ideas. If you like this video, please click that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click that notify bell for upcoming videos. But for now, this is Finance Spur. Have a great day.